Mr. Intervention.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Just warming back again, and had a little bit of a mishap. I forgot to turn my autosave off when I was trying to practice in my season. So we're just going to start a new season, and we simulated until we lost the first game, so that would be fair to the last recording. So the last recording will just be like an alternate variation. So we're going to go in today playing the Denver Cougars. So we got to see who we're going to be up against here in this one. They've got a very big secondary when it comes to Anderson and his cohort back there. Steve Grogan's going to be the main quarterback that we've got to go up against. As it's going to be interesting to see if we can get things going against them. So we'll see how well things are going to go in this matchup here. Stat-wise, is going to be a bit off because the computer basically did the stuff in the first game for us. So we're going to see standings here. We are in the Pacific North with the Sailors, Indians, and Beasts. So we're going to be looking to see if we'll be able to stand up against the top teams in the league. And it's going to be the Legends in the South who actually lost their first week. So very shocking there. Gunslingers and Sharks got a win. Sailors the only team in the North they got a win in our division. Minutemen the only team in the North, Atlantic North. They got lost with the Wasps, Cobras, and Cyclones all losing in the South. Top Guns the only one they got a win there. And that's the Top Guns of the game by default. Federals and Ironmen have the Atlantic Central, so we'll be looking to see how well things can go there. Statistic-wise, we'll be looking to see who the big guys in this league are going to be. We just know that we got to try and see if we can get Peterson going here as we field the exact same team. I'm just looking to see if we can come up with something that'll work out. So let's go ahead and get into week 2 as we'll be trying to see if we can possibly get a win this time. So in our matchup, we're going to have the advantage when it comes on the quarterback and receiver side of things. They've got the better running back, the better O-line, better D-backs, and the better special teams, while we've got the D-line linebackers on the defensive side of things. So we're going to have to see how well things can go here. So hopefully we'll be able to see a win for us. And it's going to be a rainy day here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as the Minneapolis Kings will take on the Denver Cougars here in week 2 matchup. This will be an interesting one. We'll see if Carter and Moss can make the catches that we need them to make as everybody meets up in midfield. As you see Little Creekmore, Tony Canadeo, Dick Anderson, Eric Turner, Steve Grogan, Tommy Kramer, Cliff Branch, Joe Jacoby, Eric B. Enemy, and Ray Guy are the guys that we're going to be facing. Our top 2 guys are Chris Carter and Randy Moss. As we're looking to see if we can take this Minnesota Viking legend players to a championship. Because we've got a lot of Hall of Famers on this roster. We'll be looking to see if we can make a difference here. So Cougar is going to make the coin toss selection. They're calling tails, and it is going to be heads. So we're going to get the first opportunity. We'll kick it off. So let's go ahead and get things going as we kick this off. Epstein's going to be our kicker for today. And this season should be a good one. We just have to make sure we play the best football we possibly can. And this is going to be the kick. And then land inside the 10. It's going to be first attempt to a return here. And he's going to spin around and go nowhere. 24-yard line is the best he can get there. As Canadeo was trying to see if he couldn't loop back around. And that was going to be a poor choice on that one. Go ahead and see if we can bring some pressure on Steve Grogan here. Grogan, former Patriot quarterback, so we're going to look to see how well he does in this one. As it is going to be a handoff, and he's going to be met. Studwell was one of the guys that met him right there at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard gain that time. High formation here for Grogan and the Cougars. And look to see if they can make a better play here as they're going to hand off. That's going to go wide to the left. It's going to be wide open there. And a big run. Huge run there as Studwell just not happy of what happened that time. Eric Bieniemy takes the handoff and he just follows his blockers, and he is as fast as a man can be. In a single back formation with one tight end in there, they're going to go passing here. And that is going to be a caught reception. That is in Minneapolis territory. That is a first down. Ponger with the catch. As the Cougars are moving the ball pretty well. They are at the edge of field goal range as they're going to go back to pass on this one. They'll throw that to the left. That is a good out route. And that is going to be a first down easily. Caught at the 25. And that's where they'll mark it. 10. And they are in I formation. We're going to have a jump. And that is going to be a free set of 5 yards. Left. I formation. Back to pass on this one, and Grogan's going to get that one off just in time. And Goodwin's going to get over there and force his man out of bounds, but that's still a first down. It looks like the Cougars are going to be trying to score early here. Single back, they're going to hand that off, and that is going to be no good on that carry. Back at the line. And they're going to toss this out to the right, but he's going to go up the gut. That's going to be a couple of yards. Off the 8-yard line, they can technically get the first down without getting the score, but they're going to have to do something big, and there's a huge catch, one-handed. And that is going to be a touchdown. Huge grab. Steve Grogan was able to find his man. He moved, and that was a wobbly football, but he still got it. Gotta say, if we can get Tarkenten involved in this game pretty well, as we'll give that to Peterson. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to get around that that right-hand side. There's a block there, and Peterson has got an opening, and he's going to break a tackle, and he's going all the way. Adrian Peterson, a 70-yard run, and he scores on the first carry of the game. Had some great blocking downfield, had just enough, and he just could not be taken down. Try the weak side blast here, see if we can get Grogan off his game here. And it's just going to be, they're throwing that one over the middle, and Studwell there to make the tackle, 4-yard gain. So Grogan already a 148.8 rating, 51 yards, and that passing touchdown. As Cannondale, one of the guys off to the right-hand side, he's in the slot. And they're going to hand this one off. Studwell in pursuit. He won't get there, but Marshall will. Offset eye to the right. Grogan's going to back pass. He's going to lob that to the right, and then is dropped. So there we go, first down. Really haven't thrown the ball yet because we've only had one play. And it worked out. We're going to move our guys in motion here. Let's see if we can get an opening here. And Peterson's going to get blown up in the backfield, so that'll lose a couple of yards he had there. Back to pass here. We'll throw it to him. Peterson's going to get it. He's going to find way downfield. He'll get a good amount. 10 yards there. 3rd and 3 now. Back to pass there. He'll throw that one short and to the left, and that one's swatted. Good defense there. And Grogan will go back to pass. He's going to dump that off. And he's going to find a huge body running him down. That's only a couple of yards there. Single back with a tight end on both sides, as that's going to be back to pass. He's going to throw this one deep, and McCollum in front of it, and Pop has got it. That's an interception. And he's going to carry this one all the way down to the 18-yard line. Big interception for the Kings as Grogan finds Bryce Pop. The outside linebacker was just aware of his surroundings. McCollum swatted it, so he get a pass deflection, but Bryce Pop is going to get an interception. So now we got to see if we can punch this thing in. It's going to be back to pass here. Looking, going to fire that one way out of reach. Has tried to go to Carter, but probably getting rid of it was the better option there. Second down. I did not like the defensive lineup there against what I was looking at, so we're definitely going to have to see if we can do something better this time. We're going to we're going to find our quarterback slipping in the rain. That's going to be an automatic sack there, as he was going to go out and hand that off to Peterson, but that did not happen. As things hadn't been looking pretty good at the moment. Back to pass on this one. Going to fire that over the middle, and good jump there by the safety as he stepped in front of it. So it'll be 3 and out. Dick Anderson, strong safety back there. He jumped it. And he wanted the interception, just couldn't get it. And that's going to be up and straight down the middle. Up, in, and good. Good kick there. As that is going to be about as good as we can get. Kevin Epstein, number 6. With about as straight a kick as you can get. As we'll be looking to see if we can make something happen there. Single back, and they're going to run straight into a mass of bodies. That's Eric Bieniemy, who gets the handoff, but he runs straight into Marshall, excuse me. And Grogan's going to see what he can do. Back to pass this time. He's going to find the grass. That is one of our big D tackles. That's Keith Millard. Keith Millard able to get past the left guard, and he finds Grogan for a sack. I formation here. Grogan going to go back to pass as he's looking to see what he can do this time. They're going to dump that one off, and that's not going to be enough for the first as he gets tracked down. Great gain there, but he needed about 4 more yards. Going to see what is going to be the best option here. Back to pass here. Grogan's going to take off. He'll take the hit. That'll be 4 yards at least. Back to pass on this one. Going to fire that one to the right, and that is going to be tipped and then dropped. Hilton was the target, but the receiver just was unable to handle it. That is incomplete. Armstrong in motion. And going to go back to pass here. We'll dump this off to Peterson. Peterson's going to find a lane, and he'll get enough of the first down there. Big gain there for Adrian Peterson. As Peterson's got a number of yards out of the backfield now thanks to these screen passes. And hand that off to Peterson. Peterson's going to break one tackle, and he'll lean forward for at least a couple yards there. Back to pass on this one. Tarkenten looking. Fires that one toward Moss. Moss has got it, and he's going to get drugged down there. Big gain. Back to pass again. Uh-oh. Tarkenten going to take off. He'll slide down, and that's going to be 2-minute warning. 1:55 technically on the clock. We'll move Armstrong in motion, see if he's followed. Yeah, he will be. Back to pass here on this. Peterson's going to get it. And that's going to be a big gain there. Peterson, 1:30 to go now. And that's going to be a big handoff to Peterson. Peterson's going to break a tackle. And he's going to get drugged down. We'll call timeout there. 1:20 left on the clock. First down at the 16-yard line. Kings are moving. As you see, Coach Earl Dawkins. Dawkins is definitely happy about the play so far. He's trying to talk to Tarkenten to see if Tarkenten can make some more good plays for his team here. And go back to pass on this one. I'll throw that toward Moss. Moss has got it. So about a minute to go now. Back to pass on that one. Tarkenten will take off, and he's going to find nearly the end zone. See if we can catch him off guard here. And there's going to be a big handoff. Peterson walks in. Touchdown. That is number 2 for Peterson. Big kick there. Again, inside the 10. As this is going to be a pretty good return here. As that is going to be Candidate trying to bring him down. Kicker can't get him. That is going to be Cannondale for a huge kick return touchdown. So first down now. As we will try the rollout here. Gonna fire that one toward Moss, and that is picked off. Wow, what a jump there. So we're going to throw the interception, and that was definitely not something we needed. Al O'Neal jumped that one. Should have waited on the throw there, but I saw Moss get open and should have just stopped and popped on that one. 25 seconds left, so hopefully we can stop him. Or no, excuse me, offset eye to the right-hand side. That's on the weak side. As Grogan will go back to pass here on this one. He'll throw that over the middle. That is caught. Right near the 30, timeout Denver. Ball to 31 now. Grogan back to pass on this one. He'll dump that off. That is going to be pop. That's going to bring him down, but that's out of bounds. And back to pass this time for Grogan. Grogan's going to dump that off, but Cannondale is going to lose yards, and they've got to burn a timeout as they're going to go for a field goal here. And they're going to attempt it. That is going to be up, in, and good. That'll be a tie ball game now. So after the turnover, they're able to get this. Jay Tynes puts that one straight through, and now we got a new ball game. We'll move Armstrong in motion to the other side here. See if we can open something up. And Peterson will get blown up in the backfield, and that'll be it. 79 yards on 6 carries for Peterson. So he's got 10-plus yards per carry, but it's going to be in the first half. Tie ball game after a few turnovers. Both sides having a little bit of trouble and a little bit of success as we check out the stats. And Steve Grogan's been doing really well as they got 84 passing yards. Cougars with only 16 rushing yards, while the Kings have only 53 passing yards, 88 rushing. Thanks to Adrian Peterson, 79 yards on the ground. You see the big handoff there as the only sack of the day as Keith Millard was able to pick up one just a bit ago. Steve Grogan, 84 yards and a touchdown. Targeted only with 53 yards on the day as both Epstein and Tynes have got their big field goals. As you see Peterson's big run for the end zone, as Peterson's also got 71 yards on the return today. Peterson has also got 28 yards receiving, so he's been a complete back today. As you see Bryce there with the interception, was able to bring that one down and allowed the Kings to get the field goal there. As you see the field goal there by Kevin Epstein was able to go straight down the middle. And the Cougars with a big few drives afterwards after the turnover was just masterful. Adrian Peterson with 2 touchdowns down the day, one after that big run and then that 1-yard dash there. As you can see, the big run there by Cannondale, as he has just been the big target today for the Cougars. And you see the big interception here. Tarkenten on the run there throws that one, and that one just picked off. And that allowed the Cougars to be able to get back into this one, and they will tie it up with this one as Tynes nearly had that blocked. But just a yard shy of that happening. So tie ball game after 1 half of football. Let's see how things go in the second half of things. 17-17 the score. Denver and Minneapolis are locked up. Third quarter starting off now. As Tynes will kick this one. And now Peterson with a return. See what this opportunity is going to bring for him as Peterson slips a bit as we try to cut back, and that did not work. All right, 1st and 10 now. Go back to pass on this one. Throw that left, and that's going to be swatted. I thought he was going to be able to get open on that one, but that did not happen. Something better option-wise here is we're going to hand this one off to Peterson. Peterson can't get upfield fast enough. He'll get 2 yards. Peterson now with 81 yards, but he hadn't been able to do much after the big run. Back to pass on this one. Tarkenton's going to run, and he's going to fall very short of the first down. 4th down here on this one. Throw that one to Carter. Carter's got it. And Carter's actually going to be able to rumble down the sideline. Doesn't have the fastest speed in the world, but he got that one. Back to pass here for Tarkenton. He's going to take off, and he will get tackled there. 7-yard gain is Fran Tarkenten. And that's going to be a big handoff. Peterson will run straight into a linebacker, but he's got the first. And that's going to be a big handoff there for Peterson. He's going to get some good yards. There's 6 more. 2nd and 4 now. Back to pass on this one. I'll fire that one toward the tight end, Hilton. He does have it, but not much on that gain. I'll fake the handoff here on the rollout. We're going to throw that one to the grass as Tarkenton was in trouble. As that is going to be up, in, and good. A lot of pressure there on that field goal, but Epstein able to get it through the uprights. 1st down for the Cougars. Let's see what Grogan's got in his playbook. What's being called this time is that is going to be a short dump off there, and the receiver cannot hang on. Offset eye yet again as Grogan goes back to pass. He's looking deep on that one, and that is going to be a big catch. McCollum had to bring him down, and they are already deep as Jeremy Ponder's got 3 catches today. 1st and 10 now for the Cougars. I formation here, and they're going to look to hand off. Cannondale's going to get lit up. Single back, strong to the right. And Grogan will hand that off, and he's going straight into the linebacking core. 3rd and 8, ball at the 34-yard line in Minneapolis territory. They're going to go 3 receivers out there. And there's going to be a good drop there, and that is caught. That is Ponder again. He's got 4 catches, 66 yards. Let's see if he got that one in bounds. He most likely did. As he spun and put both feet down. That's a 1st down. And they're going to hand this one off, and that is going to be a good run there. A big package I formation with only 1 receiver out there. And they're going to pass this one. That's going to be thrown and dropped. As we're looking to see if we can cause a huge problem here on third down. Grogan's going to hand off, and that's going to be just shy of the marker. Tony Cannondale got back there, and one of our guys is down. That is Kijana Kane, the defensive end, on that left-hand side of the D-line, as he is not moving, as he made the tackle. That is going to be up, in, and good. Straight kick there. 32-yarder by Tynes is going to make it through. Gains today. Back to pass here. Tarkenton's going to fake it. He's going to bomb this one. Randy Moss is on the move, and Moss will not quite get it. Good defense there, as he was double covered, but we tried for it. We're going to move on strong in motion here. See if we can get something opened up here on this right-hand side. And Peterson's going to get the handoff and not find a hole. Tarkenton moving to the line to see if he can get something out of this. Moss will go in motion. Back to pass here. Going to dump this off to Peterson. Peterson's going to get it. He's going to find no room. That is going to be fourth down. That was definitely not what we needed there. So here we go. Offset eye now to the weak side. Grogan looking to see if he can do something here. He's going to hand that off, and that is going to be Bieniemy getting 3 there. Steve Grogan, 92.4 rating, 127 yards and 1 interception here in this game. It's been pretty interesting to say the least, as we're going to fake a little bit of stuff here. High formation, they're going big package, and then there's a big hole. Cannondale finds his way to the Lion logo. 1st and 10 now, high formation. They've got 3 receivers out there, and they're going to hand that off, and that's going to be a big tackle there. That's Bryce Pop, as Cannondale tried to go left. And, yeah, that was not going to happen. Bryce Pop, definitely one of our good bodies back there. So they go offset eye again with 3 receivers out there. Back to pass, and that is going to be a bit of pressure there, and that is a huge catch, as Wilcox had to make the stop. What a catch there on that left-hand side. Solomon Wilcox had to make the stop there. Probably should have tried to level him, but they're now in Minneapolis territory. And they're going to hand this one off, and that is going to be a good handoff. And Wilcox again over there, this time to make the stop. Grogan with a passing touchdown today. He's been able to do what he can. They're going to go with a good pro set to the weak side here. That's going to be a handoff, and that is going to be no good. That's our D tackle, the one I've been trying to work with, Fiore. As he was able to penetrate, that's a tackle for loss. Offset out this time now. They've got a big package in there, and they're going to toss this out. And that is going to be going nowhere. McCollum able to move up there and assist with the stop. If they can nail this one. And this is going to be up, and it will go through straight down the middle. Denver takes the lead 23-20 now, with 3:46 left in the game, as Jay Tynes has hit every field goal he has attempted today. And they're going to hand this one off. Peterson can't find a hole there. That one's plugged up. 2nd and 10 now. Go back to pass on this one. We'll throw that short and to the left, and that's dropped. Back to pass on this one. Going to dump this off to Peterson. Peterson's got it on the run, and he's going to get taken out of bounds there. Back to pass on that one. Going to fire that to Peterson. Peterson's got it. He's going to get plowed there in midfield. That's a 1st down. Ball midfield now, about 2.5 minutes to go. We'll throw that right. That's Hilton. He's got it. That's 6 yards. All right, go back to pass here. Tarkenten looking. We'll fire that one towards Carter. That one's swatted. Good defense. His 30 has been all over the place today. We'll switch things up here, see if we can cause a bit of grief here. Back to pass there. Dump that off to Peterson. Peterson's going to get it. And he's going to get all but the first down. 2 yards shy there. 2-minute warning now. Back to pass here. Dump that off to Peterson again, and he dropped it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the ball game. We walked into this game a bit confident about what we were going to do, and nothing came of it. Cougars end up winning this close festival 23-20 over the Kings, as we just gave this football game away. 149 passing yards, 64 rushing yards. So the run game just fell off after just a little bit of time, as able to make some good plays downfield. It seems like we're going to have to lean more toward the pass game, but I just don't want to get away from the run game at all, as you see a lot of great plays. Grogan with a deep shot downfield, and that definitely helped them get in position. 129 yards for Tarkenten today, but still not as good as his opponent, as Tynes was able to hit all 3 of his field goals today, and that helped their team win. Cannondale, 188 yards total today in the kick return yards, and he had the touchdown, as our defense just could not make enough good plays. Our offense could not make enough good plays. Peterson, though, good day, 87 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he just was unable to help his team pull it out. Keith Millard, again, the only guy that made a sack today for Minneapolis, as he ended up getting that one. Cliff Branch, the receiver for the Cougars, 4 receptions, 54 yards, and a touchdown, as he's going to be player of the game in this one. As we will take a look at the final stats here, it was just a rough day. Tarkenten, 50.8 rating, 12 for 23 for 129 yards and 1 interception. Grogan had 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 97.4, but 13 for 17 for 149 yards. Rushing wise, it was Peterson with 11 yards, 2 touchdowns, 87 yards, while Cannondale, 11 carries, 46 yards. Bieniemy, 7 carries for 23 yards. Tarkenten, 6 carries for 21 yards on the day. Receiving wise, Peterson with 6 catches for 45 yards, as Branch had 4 for 54, Punter 4 for 66, Cannondale with 3 for 4, Moss had 2 catches for 25 yards, Hilton had a couple of catches for 7 yards, Chris Carter 1 catch for 50 yards today, so a big day on that 1 catch there. Candidate had 2 yards at his catch. Keenest with 16 yards and Barber with 9 yards on the day there. Defensively, it was Bryce Popp with 7 tackles and an assist today. Moore had 6 tackles. Studwell with 4 tackles on the day. McCullum with 3. Caden with 3. Turner with 3. And Saupoaga with some as well. Again, the only sack went to Keith Millard. As we look at the interceptions, one by Bryce Popp and then one by Al O'Neill. And again, kicking today was superb. Both kickers able to hit one over 40 yards as well, while Tynes ends up hitting the game winner 23-20, the final score in this one. So appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we'll be able to rebound, but 2 losses is going to be a real tough one to have to come back with. San Francisco Sharks will be the next team we take on. They are 1-1. Can we get our first win in the next game? Well, we'll find out. Hope you had a great time watching, and hope you come back for more. I hope you have a great rest of the day. May God bless you.